Right, it's another week. I just want to get myself fucking comfortable. Move you slightly over there. There we go. My hair's getting longer now. Love it. It's a little bit messy today. I'm falling back into it. It's getting to that level where I'm I'm falling back into the old routine of some days are hair wash days and other days are not hair wash days, and today was not a hair wash day. Um, it's Friday actually, and um, I tried to do this 3 times yesterday. 3 times. I tried to do this yesterday. The first half, for some reason, halfway through the recording, maybe slightly, there we go. Halfway through the recording, the footage the camera just stopped working and the footage just went. It was like not saved. So when I had a look, there was a load of stuff that I had on there that I needed to delete off. It was just useless stuff. And apparently, it got to the end of the memory and just given the ghost. The second time I tried to record it, the camera fell, which was funny. And I did a little, um, editing to make fun of the camera for him. But what I didn't realise was after the camera fell, the microphone stopped working. So uh, yeah, so that happens. So most of it was unusable. A third attempt, and I thought this will be the one. I thought I'd edited out the camera falling from the previous attempt, and I was going to use that in in the actual vlog, and I referred to it a couple of times. And when I went to edit it all in together, that the footage of the camera falling had vanished, and I don't know where that went. So by that time, it was getting close to midnight, and I felt like I was getting tired. It was a busy day for me today, which is why I'm actually sat here right now and not in the kitchen as I normally do. It was a busy day for me yesterday, and I was just I thought, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll just let things settle and I'll do it tomorrow. So it's now tomorrow, and I've got three updates for this week. The first of the updates, the actual first part of the first update is right here. I will show you that part there because I just realised the fucking thing. The motherboard, the new motherboard has arrived. Came that came first thing this morning. Um, the CPU is on its way because I've got both of them, and I thought this week was going to be the week where I finally got to rebuild the PC, but there is a bit of an issue with that, and the issue is last weekend when I was doing one final compatibility check, I realised that the RAM set I've got is not compatible, and I thought it was, but it's not. This motherboard here uses DDR4 RAM. The RAM kit I have is DDR3, so it just simply doesn't fit into the slot. So I need new RAM. So that then began. I had sorted out the funds for the motherboards, obviously, and the CPU, which is on its way to me now. I needed um, some DDR4 RAM. Looking for 16-bit, 16 gig set. That is not the original board that I thought I was getting, which it actually saved me this. In one way, it saved me 20 quid. It saved me 20 quid on the motherboard. I've got the motherboard, which has only got 2 slots in it, where I was getting the motherboard with the 4 slots in to accommodate um, my RAM kit, which doesn't fit. So I just got the cheaper board with the 2 slots in. Which means I say it saved me money. I've still got to fork out. It's going to cost me somewhere, if I'm lucky, 120 quid. If I'm not so lucky, it could be closer to 160, 170. Which, if I have to pay out 160, 170 pounds for 2 sticks of 16 gig RAM, two sticks of 8 gig RAM for 16 bits, 16-bit set. I might as well go to 200 quid and get the 32-bit kit, the 2 sticks of 16-bit Corsair sticks. So it's a reputable brand, but it's getting the money. So I was scrambling anyway to come up with ways of getting the money. I was thinking about selling my old PlayStation 4, and I even, because that's still in box. I've got loads of games and all stuff with that. That's still gonna go. I am still gonna take that down and and hand that in for a bit of cash. But not for this, because I don't think they'll offer me enough money for this. I also found my old PlayStation 3. I don't even know if it still works. I might have to, like, clean it, dust it down, and plug it in and see if it works and all that, because all that's going to go. I mean, the PS4, I've got the box under my bed for the PS4, so everything can get put back in there. I've even got the original PSVR, got all the stuff for that. I've got the box for that and everything, so all that's going down to Shaq's and getting straight to them for a bit of cash. Don't know what I use that cash for, but it's going to get straight to them for a bit of cash. What I have actually decided to sell is two of my guitars. The two of my guitars that just don't get used. One of them, the DB3, I actually decided I was going to sell that about 5 years ago, and I never got around to it. Universe works in weird ways, and maybe the universe was telling me to keep hold of it until now when I actually needed it. I'm going to take it down to the music store just down the road from me, and because I didn't know they bought second-hand gear, so I want to take it down there. I wanted to do it today, but as yesterday was like such a hectic day for me, I got up this morning and I was just like, I was in old man mode. I just couldn't walk. That's why I'm crashed on the couch on my chair now, because I just can't be asked. I've been telling myself I'm going to make a pot of coffee for the last actually 2 hours. I haven't got up to do it yet. Anyway, so I'm going to actually go down there tomorrow, and instead of lugging both the guitars down there and going, what will you give me for these? I've taken some photos, and I'm going to take the photos down first and show them and sound them out. But if I sold these independently, or privately, not independently, if I sold these privately, I would get, I've done all the research and all that, and I would probably get between, what was it, six and a half to £7,500 for them. Top backs. I mean, they're both in fantastic condition, because my guitars are, apart from the acoustic bass which hangs on the wall over there and has become nothing more than an ornament. I actually pulled that down last night to give it a little dust off to look at and see, because it's not really worth anything to anybody other than me. It's just it's just part of my musical history. So that's why it's hanging on the wall. It doesn't get played these days. It just hangs on the wall as a ornament. But I pulled it down, and it sounds awful because it probably needs new strings on it and everything. That's how long it's been since it was played. Tried to shoot it up. It was just no. It was just pointless trying to shoot it up. It was a bit of a nightmare even trying to get it into tune. Um, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take the two basses down. Start to slap myself down. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the cut. What these other guys give me the music store. If they're good, they go 50-50 with you. If they're not good, they go 40-60 in their favour. Anyway, like I said, my guitars are in good shape. They're well looked after. They would just need a little dusting, and not even much of that. I mean, the DB3 has been sat in the hard case for 3 years, at least 3 years, and it looks in tremendous shape. So I'll take the pictures down, and I'm hoping, based on the 50-50 or 40-60, I'm hoping it's 50-50. He could offer me upwards of 400 quid. I'd be happy with 300 to 350, but I'm hoping it's going to be more like 400 quid. Fingers crossed, I'll find out tomorrow. But like I say, I'll take that down tomorrow morning. And I think they open at 10. I'll take that down tomorrow morning. Show them a few pictures, and I'll get a feel for what they're going to offer me. If they're not going to do that, then I'm going to take a trip to the place in Kirby, and because I'll have to take them all down there to Kirby anyway. So yeah, I'm hoping to get 400 quid. I'll be happy with 350. I should at least get 300 for the pair of them, and if, even at 300, touch wood, it's not 300, but even at 300, that's enough to cover the cost of the RAM, uh, the motherboard, the RAM, the motherboards, and the CPU. The 300 would be enough to cover all that. And above the 300 will be a bonus. But I will also be looking to get a SSD. I'll be looking to get an SSD drive as well. Solid state, an SSD is a solid state drive, so it's not a SSD drive, it's just an SSD. I'll be looking to get one of them as well. I can get one, a decent one, for about 70 odd quid. So I should be able to fit that in as well. And I was also thinking about, because the only two things that will be original on this when I've finished is the hard drive itself and the case. The only two things that's original on it, and the hard drive, I've already got plans of getting shut to the hard drive as well. And I suppose I could still bloody use it as a storage, but I will be swapping it over to the SSD because it'll just run quicker with the SSD. So the only thing that'll be original is the case, and I thought to myself, why not buy a new case for it? I was planning on doing that in a couple of months anyway. But if I'm going to do a complete rebuild, I might as well do it in a new bloody case. If the cards do fall my way and I do get closer to the 400s, then I'll get a new case for it as well, which will be nice. So update 2 is I finally got the letter, the response to my complaint to the GP, and of course he denies everything. So I'm going to see his solicitor. I know I keep saying this every week, but they've denied everything. They've said, "Oh, we don't think that we've caused the arthritis." Well, I think that neglecting to treat the knee to begin with, and everything was just downhill from there. Um, I'm going to see a solicitor. I'm no doctor, and I'm going to see a solicitor. So yeah, well, the least we speak of about that, the better, because I was fuming when I got that in the Reddit. They went through all my points, and then they dismissed all my points. And invited said, "Oh, well, but if you come down, we'll start the treatments if you phone up and make an appointment." And I thought, you know what, I'm going to take it to a solicitor. And the third point, because I don't want to dwell on that, 2 nights ago, 2 nights ago, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I seen something at the corner of my eye. When I looked over, a little mouse shot underneath my washing machine, and I was like, "Yes, oh God, what the fuck? It's like, I don't need this shit." Mice don't ask me. Mice don't ask me. I mean, I have gone and bought straps. I actually forgot to get um, bait for the straps. So I've got to go when I next go out. I've got to pick up some bait for the straps. But like I say, the mice don't ask me. Rats ask me, but mice don't ask me. Um, but yeah, I can't I can't be sharing my kitchen with rats with mice. Rats. The country's I'm surrounded by rats in this fucking country. They're all a bunch of fucking rats. Now, I've just made sure all my perishable foods is just like boxed off and put away and all that. I've just got tins out. That's it. Everything else like my bread, my home cooked bread. I was hoping that's what I'll probably do when I sell the. Thinking about it now, I haven't even thought about this till just now. When I take the old PlayStations down to be sold, I could use that funds to get the food mixer after because if I get that, I actually um, I probably because I go through a lot of bread. I do go through a lot of bread, mostly toasted, but I do go through a lot of bread. Um, and I'm at that stage now where I would say probably about 85% of the bread that I consume is bread I've baked myself. Um, I am doing at least baking one loaf a week. Um, to go like 100%, because real bread. Now this is the thing. I was only watching something the other day. Only watching something the other day about bread, and bread has five ingredients. My recipe has a few more, but like it's all good. It's all good. So the base bread is like flour, water, um, water, yeast, salt, and fat. I think that's what it is. I think that's what the five ingredients are for a base loaf. For the very basic bread, that's the five ingredients. It shouldn't have any more ingredients than five. Which has even officers have said that my that my recipe has seven. Um, so I'll tell you what I put in mine, and I have used Trash Panda on all the ingredients that I use on my bread. I've used Trash Panda, and all seven ingredients get a green light, so it's all good. Right, so I use flour, water, yeast, salt, fat or lard I put in mine. I don't use fucking seed oils. I don't use seed oils, and I don't think anybody should. I think there was a push to say these were better for you, and they're just fucking not. The worst for you. All those aches and pains that that you're living with is because of seed oils. So lard or I've been told dripping. I don't even know what dripping is. I know it comes from like a pig or something. That's all fucking know. I know what lard is, so I use lard. Lard, um, powdered milk, and sugar. They're the seven ingredients I use. They're the seven. They're the 7 ingredients I use in my flour. If you look on your store-bought flour, there's about 15 ingredients, and there is no way on this planet bread should have 15 ingredients. The the uh, the vast amount of those ingredients of stuff to make it last longer in the fridge. It's preservatives and shit like that, which are not good for you, regardless of what they tell you. They're not good for you. So anyway, I was saying bread, actual true proper bread, only has a shelf life of about 3 days. Which means if I was going to do go 100% my own baked bread, I'd have to be baking bread at least twice a week, which would be, I would say, if I did 10 bake 10 loaves over the course of the month, then that would be 100% bread. I'd be like a little more than two loaves a week. Um, but even saying that 2 loaves a week should be fucking ample. It'll just be one day with toast because the bread will be. I mean, it won't go like after after the 3 days and up. It won't go to like fucking mushy mold shit and be unedible. It'll probably be better off as toast. Although my bread does toast better than like normal bread. I do enjoy my bread when it's toasted, just with a bit of butter on. It's even egg, sausage, bacon, whatever on. It's fantastic. It just it's like going to those little small cafes and getting the thick piece of toast with a sausage and egg on and a little bit of brown sauce, and you go, oh, that's fantastic. That's what my fucking stuff tastes like. so, so yeah, the bread actually, because that was a massive segue then, and all I was going to say was my bread. It lives in the fridge now of an evening, of a night, until I can get these straps down and sort out the mouse. I keep on saying that. Sort out the mouse problem. So yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. There was three little updates this week. A few issues to solve. Um, and I think that's all I've got. I'm having a Friday where I am fucking absolutely. I'm just. Well, I woke up this morning. Got up at about fucking 8:30 this morning because I knew I got the message. I got the message on my tablet. I was awake at about 7. And I got the message on the tablet and I scrolled through and I had a little look at it. I think fucking blurry eyes. You probably see I can see a massive back under my eye there. That's the sort of 24 hours I've had. And it said that like the motherboard was getting delivered between like I think it said 7:30 till 1 o'clock, and I was like, oh, I've got to get out of fucking bed now. So I dragged my ass out of bed at about fucking 8:30. I had actually got me Alexa to put me door camera up. Excuse me, so I can see anybody coming to the door. And about 8:30, I got out of bed and I did a pot of coffee and the guy actually turned up before 9 o'clock, which was great. Not before 9 o'clock, before 10 o'clock. It was not long after 9. I think. I would say it was close to half 9 and anything else, which was handy. It was great. So I'm now just waiting for the messages for the CPU to come through. Because if that gets if they say if I get a message tomorrow morning that's getting delivered tomorrow, then I'll hang about going to the music store until next week because I'll be going to the fucking bank to put it in the bank to put any cash I get off them in the bank anyway. So it's not going to make any difference. I'll still be going if I have to go down tomorrow. It'll just be another busy day for me on Monday. And going down there, seeing about selling me guitars, taking the cash to the bank, dropping the cash into the bank, and then coming home and ordering the last piece of the puzzle. And then I can actually start moving forward. There's a few things that I'm keeping to myself right now, but there's a few things that that having a usable PC will help me to go forward in life. There's a few things it's gonna help with, which is why that's become like important for me to get working. I mean, it's just started off as a project I wanted to do, and it's turned into something that's actually going to make my life better in the long run, because it looks like I'm going to be working from home. Um, and that's the direction it looks like I'm going in. Anyway, like I say, that's it. That's all I've got. Fingers, touch wood, knock on wood. Um, this could be the last one, the last vlog through this camera, and I could be on the new setup with the glorious picture quality that I have on there, and life moves forward as we all should do. Anyway, that's me. I'm out. Look after yourself. Love you. Bye.